welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I will be showing you guys how I use stationery in my bullet journal. How I use my stationery in my bullet journal, maybe to get an idea of how you guys can use stationery in your bullet journals. I'm on my 5th month of bullet journaling, but yeah, so since July I've been filming monthly plan with me, so I thought I can go more into depth about the supplies that I use and show you guys how I use them. I split this video up into categories. One is more like pens and markers, and then another one, and then there's also like more of scrapbooking, like washi tape, stamps, and all that stuff. So first we'll start with the pens and markers. So I have a pencil case that I keep all my stuff. The first thing that I use is this. This is the Sakura Pigma professional brush pen. I mentioned this in my stationery favorites video, but what I use this for is I use it for like the black part in my bullet journal. Like if I want to write with white over top of black, I'll use this marker because white gel pens show up better over the black marker. I use this a lot in my October setup because it's more of a darker theme. I also use it this week actually in my bullet journal. I decided to use it, but yes. And then next thing is, obviously I use white gel pens to go over top of the black, so I use this guy. It is the Sakura Gelly roll in the 10 size. I've been using the Sakura Gel, I've been using this for quite a bit. I had the 08 size, but I decided to get the 10 size because I think it shows up better over top of black. The next pen that I use in my bullet journal is this pen. This is the Sakura Pigma micron plastic nib fine liner. I use it for a lot of when I do spreads. If I need to like draw a line, for example like here, I'll use this, or for more small doodles for like boxes. So I use it here in a box. But yeah, I really like the tip size on this one. I'll include like insert shots of me swatching all of the different stationery that I mentioned in this video. But yes, but yeah, this is basically the only fine liner that I use. Now that was mostly for the pens. Obviously I use like color, I use colors for my bullet journal, which is I use highlighters. Here I keep other pens, but I keep all my mildliner brush pens, mildliner highlighters, which is what I use for this month for the kind of like the orange part. The Tombow dual brush pen, sometimes the color comes in. I actually use the back of them. They have like a thinner tip size at the back, so that is what I'll use those guys for. And then, yeah, that's mostly for the pen section. The first thing that I use in my bullet journal is Whiteout. Let's be reasonable. We all make mistakes a lot in our bullet journals, especially me. Like for my November bullet journal spread, I've used Whiteout like more than 5 times, I think. Like there's Whiteout right here. And like, where else? Yeah, Whiteout here. No, all of this area. So Whiteout, I definitely recommend the tape version. Up. Another thing that I use to cover up things is the jelly roll. But yes, yeah, that is what I use to cover things up. Next thing that I use is this. I've mentioned this in a lot of my videos. It is the Tombow Adhesive permanent adhesive tape, which basically helps stick things together. So like for example, here I use black paper, so I use this to stick it because a lot of the times glue sticks. Like you can use glue stick, but in terms of practicality, these are really practical, and you don't have to get these. Like there's like ones in the dollar store, if I'm not mistaken, that work exactly the same. So yes. Okay, so the next thing that I use in my bullet journal, I'd say it is on the crafting side, and I've used this a lot, is watercolor set. Now here's the Sakura Koi watercolor set. I use watercolors in my bullet journal. I've used it for the month of October to experiment, but a lot of, like, all of these lines here are watercolor. So I really liked experimenting that with my weekly spreads. Like here I used watercolor and then I went over top with like my stamps, which I'll get to later, but it comes with like this where you fill it with water and you twist the cover. But I really like the set because it comes with sponges on the sides, and yeah, and then it comes with like really pretty watercolors. This one's more of like a metallic one. Another thing that I use in my bullet journal a lot is, definitely saved my life here, these are calendar stamps that I've used in my bullet journal for my past weekly spreads for October and November. So as you can see, I use them for my habit trackers. So basically what they are is they're like rubber calendar stamps. What you do is you stick the calendar stamp onto the acrylic block like so, and then you stamp it. These alphabet stamps, I got these from Amazon, and they are basically just like these stamps that you take out and then you stamp them on the sheet, which is very cool. I have like here. I use them in October, but my October spread. But as you can see, I use them for writing out the days of the week, which I really like. Also, yes, I forgot to mention, with all of these you'll need stamp ink. I have this one from Michael's, which is, by the way, really opaque. It makes a mess. I also have like this one that I got from Amazon. So I have this one and this one. This one looks more aesthetically pleasing, but yes, I have these two. Okay, so we're almost done. Another thing that I use is paper. I've used these two papers in my bullet journal. So I have the black paper that I've used in my October spread, and then I also have this, which I've used a bit in my September spread. I use these to write pen pal letters, but I'll like use my glue tape and glue these into my bullet journal to add like. So yeah, I glued this craft paper and black paper in my bullet journal. The last but not least, one of my favorite things to use in my bullet journal, washi tape. I love washi tape a lot. Yeah, I just got some new ones from Shopping Industry. I also have these ones here that I keep in my pencil case. But yes, sorry my washi tape is not very organized. But yes, I keep them in these like little organizers. Here I keep more of my thinner washi tapes, and then here are more of the like bigger ones. And I really love using washi tapes. I think I may have washi tapes in like every single one of my weekly spreads, if I'm not mistaken. Here, wait, I want to check. Well, like here, washi tape. It's my October spread, washi tape, washi tape, washi tape, washi tape. Anyways, you get it. I use washi tape in basically all of my bullet journal spreads. It's been like a big thing that I've used. The current washi tapes that I'm using for this month is the Shop Amanda Rachel Lee washi tapes. This is from the dark neutral set, and then I also have this one from, I'm pretty sure I just ordered these off of Amazon. But yeah, that is what I use in my bullet journal. In terms of storing the stationery, I store it in my stationery cart, which I've also mentioned in my pen pal vlog, and more of my essentials that I bring to school I keep in this pencil case. Anyways, yes, this is the Shop Amanda Rachel Lee bullet journal I'm using next year. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of what I use for bullet journaling.